James Norton, president and founder of Play Action Strategies, here to break this all down for us. So what do you think, coming out just from the beginning here, what this looks like? Who's going to suffer here with this kind of tax reform?
Well, I think that, we've had probably one of the biggest change elections we've ever seen just this past year. And one of the reasons it was a change election is that Donald Trump is really our first private sector president we've ever had. And I think that an area like tax reform is something that's really core to his beliefs and understanding in areas that he's worked before as a private sector citizen. So I think that you're really going to see him really engage in this topic. And I think that corporate tax reform is actually an area where Democrats and Republicans can really come together to lower the tax rates that are somewhere around 40%, and they want to bring that down to 15%, which essentially means bringing money back that a lot of companies have established corporations in places like Ireland where they have good tax rates and they have kind of shell corporations there. Trump and others are trying to bring that money back to essentially reinvest. All these factories that you're talking about reopening and jobs, they're bringing that home. The only way you're going to do that is the corporations have the opportunity to bring their dollars back. And, Schumer actually had some legislation last year that didn't pass, but was looking to have more of a moratorium to bring tax dollars home. Obviously, Trump would want things a little bit more permanent, but I think you'll see that being a top priority right away to bring that rate down.
So as we talk about tax reform, I think people who are working on their 1040s right now are more concerned about, okay, corporate tax is well and good, but what does this mean for their pockets? I mean, are you going to see like a rebate that we saw back during the Bush administration? Sure. I mean, how do they go through this kind of reform?
Yeah, I mean, I think Republicans for a long time have talked about simplifying the tax code and having, one rate or two rates or three rates as opposed to all the different types of rates you have right now. And so I think you're going to see Donald Trump really trying to simplify that. Obviously, there's a lot of federal spending that goes on, and one of the reasons he was elected again was to get the federal spending under control. We're looking at a $20 trillion debt right now, so you have to analyze what is the debt and what does the tax reductions look like, and how are we going to, still be able to pay that off while we're bringing taxes for the average citizen. So I think that's going to be a balance they're going to have to strike, within the House and the Senate as they're looking to bring tax rates down. But I think they're looking to do it, obviously across the board and provide as much relief as possible. And obviously George Bush was very successful in essentially sending money back to people. Everybody got a $3 or $4
literally
check.
Did that, yeah.
Yep, absolutely, very popular.
All right. Hey, good to see you again tonight, James.
Hey, only a couple days till opening day, so hopefully we'll see you there.
Well, this guy, he's excited for what, April 19th when your Patriots are at the... That's
it, April 19th, Patriots at the White House. Absolutely, that'll be a big day. So hopefully we'll see you guys there, or you can get me in if you have to. Maybe,
We'll talk.
We'll see if we can have that kind of poll.
Right.
All right.
Appreciate
Thanks.
It.